Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss the functioning of the cell when the external opposing potential is applied. So for this, consider a Daniell cell in which the zinc is the electrode that is dipped in the zinc sulfate solution and the copper is the electrode which is dipped in the copper sulfate solution. So the cell reaction is occurring here, that is zinc is converted into zinc ion and copper ion is converted into copper. So here the reduction potential values for these, that is for this equation, will be equal to, that is E naught for the zinc potential is equal to minus 0.76. That is the reduction potential values for these are given here. That is the reduction potential value for zinc that can also be represented in this way, that is equal to minus 0.76 volt, and the standard reduction potential values for the copper, that is can be represented in this way, E naught Cu 2 plus bar Cu, that is equal to plus 0.34 volt. So these are the reduction potential value that is in the standard condition. So here how we find out the electrical potential, or called as EMF of the cell, that can be represented as cell potential, that can be calculated by the formula, that is E naught cell is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. Here the naught sign is representing in the standard condition, that means when the concentration is taken 1 molar. So here the E naught cell, that is the cell potential, can be calculated by this formula. Here we can substitute the values, that is at the cathode side. Cathode side, this is the cathode side and this is the anode side. So here on the cathode side copper is there, so we have to take the reduction potential for the copper. So that is actually we have to take this value. And E naught anode, that is a reduction potential for the zinc, because on the anode side zinc electrode is there. So we have to take these values. So we'll be getting equal to 0.34 volt minus of 0.76 volt. So we have taken these values here. Now we will be doing the calculation and we get the value here, that is 1.10 volt. So the electrical potential or the EMF of the cell is 1.10 volt when the concentration of zinc ion and the copper ion, that is in the solution, is taken as 1 molar. So we are getting the value as EMF is equal to 1.10 volt. Now let us consider an arrangement in which the external opposing potential is applied, as it is shown in this figure. Now here the cell is the same cell, but what happened here, in this external opposite potential is applied, that you can see here the external potential is applied, and if it is, let us assume that the external opposite potential is increased slowly. So it is observed that the reaction continues to take place till the opposing voltage reaches the value of 1.1. That means the reaction will be continuing in the same manner even though we are applying an external opposing potential, that is shown here. So when the external potential, that value is lesser than 1.1 volt, the reaction thus will be continuing in the same manner. So what is actually happening here, that means when the E external is lesser than 1.1 volt, so the process will be in the same way, there will be no changes, the reaction will go in the same direction, and here the electrons flows, that is the flow of electron is from zinc to the copper, from zinc rod to the copper rod, as we have already discussed about the functioning of the cell. But where the electron moves in the opposite direction, current flows. That means the current flows in this direction, that is from copper to the zinc. So as it is given in the diagram itself. So you can see the flow of electron is in this direction and the flow of current is in this direction. Now here during this what happened, the zinc dissolves at the anode and the copper is actually here depositing at the cathode. So when the E external is less than 1.1, so the flow of a current will be from copper to the zinc. Now when the opposing voltage reaches the value of 1.10 volt, now what we have said already, because it is assumed that the external opposite potential is increased slowly. So when it is less than 1.1, the process in the same way, it is going in the same way. But now when the opposite voltage reaches to the value of 1.1 volt, what happened? The reaction stops. Now there will be no reactions takes place here. The reaction stops altogether. That means there will be no current flows through the cell. That means there is no chemical reaction. Therefore there will be no current flows through the cell. So what we can say that when the E external is equal to 1.1 volt, there will be no flow of electron. That means there will be no flow of current. And here there will be no chemical reaction. So we can say that the chemical reaction gets stopped. Further, when we increase the external potential, now the again starts the reaction, but in the opposite direction. So when the external potential now it made greater than 1.1, the reaction will start, but the reaction will be in the opposite direction. Now the reaction you can see it is in the opposite direction. So that is shown in this figure. Now when you look at here in this figure, now the zinc electrode, now it start to behave like a cathode, that is a positive terminal, and the copper rod will like a anode here, that is a negative terminal. That means now we can say that it get exchanged as the reaction get reversed. So here the electrode and the both anode and cathode get reversed here. So here the zinc electrode is now a cathode and the copper electrode is a anode now. So we have already discussed that at anode oxidation takes place. Now you can see that oxidation takes place at anode, that is the copper will turns to copper ion, that is an oxidation because there is a loss of electron. And here at the cathode reduction takes place. Reduction means a gain of electron. So when you check here, zinc ion is converted into zinc, that means there is a gain of electron. So here as without applying the external potential, in that cases the zinc is converted into zinc ion and the copper ion is converted into copper. But now here the reaction get reversed, that now it flows in the opposite direction. So here, so when the E external is greater than 1.1 volt, we can say that here the electron flows here, that how electron was flowing in the previous cases, now the electron flow will be in the opposite direction. Now the electron flow is from the copper to the zinc. So definitely the flow of current will be in the opposite direction, that is from zinc to copper. And here the zinc is deposited now. Now here the zinc start to deposit at the zinc electrode and the copper dissolves at the copper electrode. So here what we can conclude that when the external potential is applied, and that is the greater external potential, that is greater than 1.1 volt, so the reaction get reversed and the whole process get reversed. So in this when we are applying the external potential, what we can say that here now the cell start functioning as an electrolytic cell. Now here why it is electrolytic cell? Because the external potential is applied. That means the electric current is applied and it results in the chemical reaction, and this reaction is actually non-spontaneous reaction. So here in this the electrical energy is used to carry out non-spontaneous chemical reaction as it is shown in this equation. So this is what actually we can say that electrolytic cell. Now here the electric current is used to carry the non-spontaneous chemical reaction. So the previously when there is no external potential was applied at the time, the cell was electrochemical cell. But when the external potential is applied, that is opposite voltage, when it reaches to the value greater than 1.1 volt, it behave like electrolytic cell. Now we compare the three cases which we have learnt in this video. That is the first case in which E external is less than 1.1 value. That is here. So in this, which one is at the anode? Zinc is at the anode and copper is the cathode here. But when it is here the E external is equal to 1.1, so here there will be no reaction, and when it is greater than 1.1, now you can see that zinc, now it is a cathode and copper is the anode here. So here what we can say that in the first case when the E external is less than 1.1 volt, here the current flows from copper to zinc, and if the value is equal to 1.1 volt, there will be no current flows, and the value if it is greater than 1.1 volt, then the current flows from zinc to copper. So this is what we can make the conclusion from this three cases which we have learned here. So here it is behaving like electrochemical cell, but here now it is we can say electrolytic cell. So this is all about this video. Have a nice day.